it's not bad, but it's just like I would never do that. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do with a woman because that's what I want to, not because that's what like as a guy is telling me that he wants to do. No.
You're not trying to please your man. No, let me not say that.
You're crafty. Not you just say you're not trying to please your man.
I mean, because at the end of the day, that's kind of what it is. If you're not, if you want to,
no, I'm not. I'm pleasing my motherfucking self
first.
Always. I'm not pleasing you. I'm the prize. I'm not pleasing you and give you a whole nother woman. No. What? Or, like, are you insane?
All right. Welcome to the Rich and Unemployed podcast, Uncut. I'm your host, Jonathan Dubuton, a.k.a. Finesse. And before we get started, make sure you guys check out the Patreon. Make sure you guys check out the website, www.richunemployed.net. And let me introduce my guest that I know nothing about. What is your name?
Raven.
What's your
Ravie Loso.
Ravie Loso.
Yes, online.
Where do you get that name from?
You want to know something crazy? You're asking me really good questions. When I was younger, I liked Fabulous a lot.
Loso. Yes. I just met Fabulous the other day.
Yeah, and he was like the coldest. He still is one of like the littest artists ever. Yeah. Like lyricist. And so my family calls me Ravie, and I just added Loso. I never thought I was gonna be like a person that would have to explain their name. Mm-hmm. So I just took it, and now it's like, why you got the Loso? And it's so weird saying that because it's like.
Are you famous?
No.
No?
What would make me famous? Social media?
Yeah.
That makes people famous.
I'm just asking a question.
I'm asking you a question.
Fame is
I don't know. Does that make people famous? Social media?
Yeah. Like when you out and about, do people stop you and be like, hey, that's...
They do, but people out and about stop jackasses too if they see them. I feel like social media, I don't know. Maybe in modern day or like for millennials, possibly I could be famous. I'm very like calm. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't consider myself famous because I have a lot of followers. Certain demographics and certain like standards and certain like things, times, places. I understand like, all right, you're not just Raven no more. Mm-hmm. But are you famous?
People think I'm famous.
Are you famous? I'm asking you, do you feel famous?
I have a level of fame because, there's levels to it. I got a level of fame. I'm probably like a G-list celebrity.
Okay, well, I just don't even feel like a celebrity.
What do you call yourself? What do you think you are?
A normal person with a lot of followers.
Just a normal person with millions of followers.
Is that bad that I think that?
No, I mean, I guess you're being
humble.
I
genuinely think that.
I guess you're being humble.
No, it's not me being humble. It's the truth.
It's the truth.
Yeah, because it's like what famous is like when you... in my personal opinion, I feel like when you're famous, when you feel like you're like a rapper or something, or like a...
I'm gonna be really famous when I walk out the door and it's paparazzi outside, and it's like...
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's not like that, like... Yeah. We all on social media, but that's obviously in my world. So that's not gonna be like... Realistically, I think that I'm a known person. Famous? No, I feel like... Fame is like... Whitney Houston... Michael Jackson, like Beyonce.
Famous. They like...
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, when you ask me what famous is, that's what I would think of as famous. I don't look at myself like...
I got you. Okay. Since you're not famous, how did you get the notoriety? Where did it come from? How long have you been social media well known?
So honestly, I started taking pictures and I just thought I was cute and they just worked out for me. I literally just thought I was a cute girl. Like, oh, I like my pictures. I think they're cute. I didn't think nothing of it. Mm-hmm. I was in college. Like, I didn't take it serious. I was just always like one of those like girly girls that like to get cute and take pictures. And then, I'm from Dallas. So I'm kind of thick. Like, let me just take a little picture at a time or two, and then they just started going crazy. And then that's literally how it happened. Like I didn't have like a. People always think like certain girls like have like a plan to be like Instagram famous, and it's like I'll be looking at people like, damn, you really got a plan? Because I didn't have no plan. My major is in psychology, so I wasn't thinking about being like an Instagram girl. It just kind of like that just kind of like superseded like in the money aspect like what I would have been doing. Like I didn't think about it though.
How long has it been like you've been on this level?
Like 7 years. It's been a while.
Oh.
Yeah. I think I'm at my peak now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, because when I first started out, I was kind of like coming up. You know, like when you're on social media, you're kind of like coming up. Like people are starting to see your face, but now like people like genuinely know me. And I can kind of like delegate what I want to do, what I don't want to do, what I say yes to, what I say no to. Money-wise, like what I choose, like the money that I choose to take, all that. Like it's like my choice. So I feel like I'm at my peak because I'm able to do that. When I was coming up, I had to kind of like take certain contracts, like with brands, stuff like that. Maybe I wouldn't want to do, but like it was good money at the time for me being in college. But now it's like, nah. It's my choice.
Did you graduate college?
Yes.
So you
psychology major, sociology minor.
So what you gonna do with it?
Well, my mom and my dad want me to get my master's, but I feel like that's on my terms.
Do you plan on being like a counselor or like a psychologist?
Well, I could be a counselor now. I feel like with my bachelor's, I don't need to have my what is that called? Master's, exactly, in psychology right now. That would be, I feel like, on the terms of like when I want to like prescribe medicine, when I want to like go up and stuff like that. Those are the real money makers, though. The psychiatrist, not the psychologist. If you have a good clientele, I feel like it's good money. Like if your clientele is good, like if I wanted to be like a marriage counselor or like a student counselor or whatever, and the parents like genuinely like me, then yeah. Because they'll come to you consistently. But when you want to like make like real money, you want to be a psychiatrist. So, I don't know.
Do you counsel people now?
No, I counsel myself.
How? How you do that?
No. How do I counsel myself?
Yeah, like would you talk to yourself? Would you give yourself advice?
Absolutely. I'm me.
Like Raven, you got this. Raven.
Get your shit together, bitch. What are you doing?
Why you do it for other people though? Like your friends? You know, like
okay, so yeah, so I would consider myself somebody like my friends would go to. But not, I don't take it serious like you guys need to come to me to talk. No. No. But if they want advice.
What did you learn from psychology? Like what
ooh, baby, the mind of people, the mind of men, the mind of women. I learned a lot from psych. Okay, so
you're gonna get in trouble.
I don't kill me. That's why I'm getting it off. So
I'm just explaining.
When I was in school, I was actually like waitressing in strip clubs. So I learned a lot of psychology through that and then through school. And I would just utilize what I learned in school on, like, at my job.
How?
Is that bad?
No.
I feel like you gonna let me walk myself into a ditch.
No. I mean, I use it. Well, I don't understand. I do understand psychology.
No, I just learned the mind and the mind of like how a man thinks, how a woman thinks. We're way more emotional. Men are way more logical about things. They're way more like matter of fact. Like this is that, and like men are physical beings.
Yeah.
In certain settings, maybe not in all. But in certain settings, a man is going to be very physical. So when you know how to play that and you're smart a little bit, it kind of works out in your favor. I feel like with things like that.
How'd you use it at work? Finessing. Right. I know the episode is getting really good. Before we dive any deeper, I need to get into the sponsor for today's episode. Being an entrepreneur, creating and maintaining a business is tough. We all know this. There's 1,000 other people that's grinding just like you. What I'm getting at is you don't have to do this alone. Did you know that there's a morning call every day, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern? It's called the Morning Meetup, made for you. It's created by David Shands, the top entrepreneur who built multi-million-dollar businesses. Yes, you heard this correctly. This is a group made by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs. Do you feel stuck? That means you need to get into the room with high-level entrepreneurs. Get in the room. Basically, if you're tired of holding your own weight in this entrepreneurship, you need to join. www.themorningmeetup.com. Join, connect, grow. I'll see you guys there. It's back to the episode.
Damn.
What?
We just here, ain't we?
I'm just saying, it's what the strip club. Like, they finessing.
I don't know exactly how I use it. You would have to be like a man I'm talking to. Like I just used it and it works.
Do you use it towards your social media?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't have to finesse nobody at my social media.
Not finessing, but do you use psychology?
No. Because social media is period, point blank. You see something, you like it, you can either pay for that experience or you don't have to. I don't sell an experience. I'm an influencer. So I don't really have to finesse or maneuver or encrypt anybody's mind. It's like, do you want to pay me to promote whatever you want me to promote? And then it's just that simple. So I don't really get paid off of me finessing guys, I guess you would say.
I get what you're saying, but I wasn't saying like that though.
What do you mean?
I was saying it in a way like, okay, so what I got from The Art of Seduction, right? Have you read that?
I have. Bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces. So I read it like multiple times.
Okay.
And what I got from it, I understood like human psychology, how people think, and how to sway them in different ways. How you talk, how you dress, how you approach them, how you kind of like use them or let them use you or make them think. You know? Okay,
so yes, so I've applied psychology to my social media. So for my social media, yeah, okay, so there we go. I understand what you're saying. So if you look at my social media, I may come off as, I don't know. This is what I've heard. I come off obviously curvy.
Obviously.
Whatever we want to call that. But very sweet. Like I know, like I hear a lot of things about like my smile, my eyes, like little things that may make me different. So I know to utilize that with the masses. Like I know what to put forth that my followers are gonna like. That's gonna allow me to attract higher end contracts because I know what my followers are gonna kind of be like active on, as opposed to like maybe me posting something that I genuinely like. I'm not gonna do that all the time.
Right.
Is that bad?
No.
Psychology?
It's good.
Yeah. So that would be like an instance, I feel like.
Do you think you're intimidating? You think people are intimidated by you?
Why you ask that?
Just a question.
Well, what made you ask that? Would you ask me that just in general? Would you ask everybody that?
No.
Just me?
Not just you, but not everybody. I asked that because, I mean, it's the persona. When you look at your page, you don't get who you are, you know what I'm saying? Just pictures. And you see this curvy woman that everybody wants, millions of followers. It's like...
Do I think that I'm intimidating?
Yes.
To a man who isn't confident, yeah. Oh. If you're confident, no. I feel like I'm going to be intimidated. But I hear that I could be intimidating because I'm very like, I feel like I'm very sure of myself. Like I've done like a lot of like soul searching and like time with like Raven on my own to like know who I am. So when I sit in front of somebody, no matter who it is, I know exactly who I am. It doesn't matter. Like I'm going to know who I am. Like no matter how we want to flip it, turn it, twist it, spin it, I'm comfortable with me. So I feel like men aren't always comfortable with themselves. And they want to talk to like gorgeous women or beautiful women, and they're not always 100% within themselves. So it's like if you're coming to a gorgeous woman and you're not 100%, you're going to try to like dumb her down a little bit, if that makes sense. Because you're not where you feel like you need to be at, but you're going to get a girl that you feel like is beautiful or what the world may conceive as beautiful or your homeboys or whatever. And then you may try to like level her out with you. So
I think that men that's not as confident try to get women like you, right?
Mm-hmm. Boost their ego.
Boost their ego.
It will not. I've dealt with guys like that. It won't. It'll make their egos worse. They'll treat the girl that's like at their peak, like their like dream girl. They're gonna treat us the worst. That's why girls always be like, oh, how do you do this? How do you da da da? And I'm like, girl, you don't even know. They treat us worse. Like in my personal opinion, that's what I felt like. Girls on social media, like, they may not be as vocal about it, but it's like we go through a lot of shit. Girls be thinking like, oh, okay, well, you have all these followers, so, you know, quote unquote, a nigga may know not to play with you, or he may know to like not do this or not do that. But I feel like it's all about like what you allow and what you tolerate, and like the standards that you set for yourself. But they try it with us too. I don't know. I feel like I can't be intimidating. If need be. I'm pretty submissive or pretty passive until you're like putting me in a situation where I need to be like vocal. But for the most part, I'm gonna take a backseat. I don't need to like speak too much. I feel like my presence is enough. I don't need to say that much. Like, I'm gonna let somebody else fill the room up with their like energy and their speech and their talking. Like, if you ask me something, I'll talk to you. But if not, like, I don't feel the need to like walk in, then I'm, you know, walking in as myself, and then I'm also too like trying to demand the room with my presence, speaking. For what? Speak when spoken to. I don't need to like dominate. So I feel like I'm only intimidating if you're weak. Is that bad?
No.
Okay.
I mean, that's true. What I've noticed about women that's like really pretty online or have a lot of followers, they're really down to earth. And it's really nothing to be intimidated about. Like,
no. That's why when people think certain things, I'm like, y'all really let fucking social media trick y'all out. Like, if you talk to my mom or my family members or like my brothers, they're like, Raven, get the fuck out of here. Like, they don't even that Ravie Loso, that Ravie Loso shit is like, girl, bye. You know? They take it seriously when it needs to be taken serious, but like, no. So it's very hard for me, especially when you're a grounded person. I feel like also too, being raised in Dallas, that plays a real big part because I'm very Southern, like to the core. But I feel like maybe regions too can be a little bit different. So it's like, even when I was like becoming Ravie Loso, like I still had like a lot of really like solid people around me to still kind of keep me like, girl, don't show your ass. Like, you still Raven. So nah, I just never really looked at myself like that. Like, even to this day, when people be like, oh, do you feel the type of way? Like, the things that really make me know who I am are scary things. Stalker things, obsessive things, men like being obsessive, like that kind of stuff makes me like, all right, you got almost 4 million followers. Get your shit together, straighten up. That kind of stuff. Like, be careful. Like, watch when you're wearing certain stuff, where you're wearing it at, those kind of things. Get security, like that kind of stuff. But me, just on a day-to-day, no.
I just knew you was pulling up security. I just knew it.
You thought that?
Just felt it. I say no way she's just pulling up.
Really?
Yeah. Just,
damn. Girls be pulling up with security to a podcast?
No, you probably the most the girl that had the most followers. But
really?
Yeah.
I feel like you got some pretty elite people on your show. I never really paid attention to the follower count though.
No, they're good people. Like, I think Brianna was probably like the second. She probably had like 1 million, 1 point something. But I know her personally, so she ain't coming with no security.
Yeah.
But other women like to pull up their husbands, make sure it was okay, and he'll leave. And
I want my boyfriend.
Well, so you're not single. Let's get that out there. So you're not single. How's that life?
No, I was just popping shit.
What's popping shit?
I was just popping shit. Like, I was just running my mouth.
You're not single? You're single? Which one is it?
I'm not single, but I'm not taken. I'm not single. I have a boyfriend.
You're not single, but you're not taken.
I have a boyfriend.
Yeah, just get together or something?
No, not really, but a little bit. Kind of, sort of.
Explain your relationship.
Oh, I love how you're so straightforward. You just don't even care.
What to care about? It's a question.
How would I explain that? Persistence. Like, not giving up, very, like, stern about what he wanted. Simple.
Did he get you off social media?
He did. So all those social media guys that feel like they can't get their girl off social media, possibly you can. But he's very persistent. Like,
it didn't come off as annoying or like.
I ignored him, but I'm gonna ignore anybody. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. Any guy I've ever been in a relationship with, I ignore them because I need to know what you want. Like, I need to know what you want. I need to know what you're sure about. I need to know, like, what you want out of me. So there's been guys prior to him that I've ignored for, like, maybe, like, a year and a half. Mm-hmm. And I could be interested in them, but they wouldn't know. Because it's like, what do you want? Like, what exactly are we talking about?
Know that ass.
Yeah, of course. So I need to know in what way. Do you want it for a night? Do you want to genuinely get to know me? Do you want to be with me? Like, I need to know those things. Mm-hmm. So any guy I've ever like talked to he has to be persistent. It can't just be like the first time you want to talk to me, I'm gonna talk to you. Never. That will never happen.
So you got to make a nigga go through the hula hoops, make a nigga work
hula
for it.
hoops, backflips, somersaults,
so
aerobics. I don't care.
A nigga might send you a DM or a message, and you might look through his page, or you just automatically just ignore the nigga.
I'm gonna ignore you first time.
Okay. Now.
Yeah, I don't care who you are.
Okay, so the second, third, fourth time, if you don't think, okay, so how do you separate the creeps from an actual nigga that could possibly be potential?
It's sporadic. It's God. If God blesses you with me, mm-hmm. you're lucky because I'm very funny like that. And typically, it's not always the best thing, but I'm, for the most part, always like in a relationship. Mm-hmm. So it just all depends on my energy and what you're saying. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are we speaking about? What are you trying to do? Like, what are you like DMing me saying? Like, what are you responding to? Like, mm-hmm. those things matter.
But okay, at what point does it become thirsty?
When I'm absolutely not responding.
Well, shit, you ain't responded 3 times.
Try one more time.
One more time. Let me just be thirsty one more time.
Try one more time. No, that's not a good thing for me to be saying because guys will continuously do that.
Right.
To be honest, I could look at a guy when he first DMs me and I know if I'm going to be interested in him from the first DM. Mm-hmm. But I want to see how persistent you're going to be with trying to talk to me or trying to get my attention or what you're speaking about. I can't just talk to you just off of the first DM because you're interested in me. What am I going to do with that?
That's game right there, though, because some niggas don't know that.
Yeah, no. I need to know, like, you genuinely, like, are interested in me. Because you got to think about it. Guys DM girls all fucking day long.
Yep. They
just gonna see who gonna bite the bait first.
We're gonna send 100 DMs.
To 50 million bitches.
20 gonna bite.
Exactly.
10 I'ma hit.
Okay, sir. Okay. I understand. Yeah, no. So it's like I gotta know, like, any guy I've ever gotten in a relationship with from social media, he's prior to my situation now, he's DM'd me for like over a year. Both.
Mm-hmm. Over a year with no response?
Not no response, but like little to no response.
All I need is one response. All right, I know the door open. Cool.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Mm-hmm. So as a man, you know that. Like if she gives you just that one little mm-hmm. and it's like absolutely not nothing.
Now you gotta play your cards.
Keep going.
You gotta play your cards right.
Yeah, and it's like apply pressure. Because when we're online, I feel like we just don't know. It'd be so much. The same way with guys. Like, if you're a guy, right, and you're like a doctor, and I'm not trying to be funny, you walk into a strip club and you see a whole bunch of dancers and all the dancers want to fucking talk to you. Mm-hmm. You kind of gonna probe through what you want to see and so you see what you like. You know, like you're not gonna just bite the first bait. You're already in the strip club. Like our DMs as girls on social media is like free for all. It's easy. We don't gotta do nothing. It's gonna come to us. Lawyers, doctors, athletes, rappers, whatever we want is going to come to us. Now, what they're coming to you for is all based on your response and how you delegate and how you speak to men and how you interact with men. So I feel like we have the buffet. It's just all about what you do with it. Who are you responding to? What are you responding about? Like, if a guy's saying some shit to you like, oh, you got a fat ass, I love your ass, da-da-da, and you're responding to that, like, bitch, what you think you gonna get?
Right.
But if a guy's like, yo, I want to get to know you, I want to take you out, okay, keep talking. What are you talking about? Like, so that's kind of like how I operate. Like, I need to know, like, what are you talking about when you're DMing me? I'm not gonna let you know I'm interested. I'm just gonna like
play.
Watch. Not play.
What you call it?
What is it called?
I be playing games, man. Just playing all day.
Yeah, we're gonna know. I feel like I don't know if I want to talk to a guy. I know first DM. I could look, not even first DM. I could look at your page and I could like genuinely look at a person based off of like what they say, and I'm gonna know if I want to talk to them or not. I may not tell you, but I'm gonna know. Y'all don't need to know.
How does your boyfriend separate himself from all the other guys in your DMs?
Persistence and like energy. Energy is like the biggest thing.
Not the looks, not the money.
No. It's like literally
what
like
you got on his page? You got cars on his page? Lambos?
No, nothing. Nothing like that. I wouldn't know he had as much money as he has, like from like his page, no. But literally, I felt like a vibe. This is so weird because he's here, so this is really fucking awkward. Vibe and energy.
He's not here.
He's not here. Okay, the energy was there, like the way we interact. Like when I first saw him, I was like, "Yo, that's my person." That's weird, right?
What's up?
Yeah, it's odd because he's here. That's weird.
Love is real.
Love is not real. I didn't say all that.
The fuck? You just said that's your person.
Yeah, he is my person, but I feel like females as women, we jump into things too quick. We don't have like our guard up the way that we need to. Bitches be slipping, hopping, falling, skipping, and falling in love, bitch. And now your feelings are hurt because you done gave your all to a nigga. And it's like, you gave it too soon. Like, sometimes as women, we need to leave a couple things, like, reserved and back. In my personal opinion, like, everything is not for the fucking taking. Like, you don't need to let a nigga know your whole fucking mind, your whole heart, your whole everything. Because it's like...
They use that against you?
Absolutely. Men are vultures. And I don't care what nobody says. Black, white, purple, blue, gray. Once you like divulge every last single thing to a man, in my personal opinion, and I was raised with my father, as well as my grandfather and 3 brothers. So I feel like for me, with experience with men, no. You don't divulge everything. You could let a guy know, you know, I like you, I'm enjoying our time, but you don't gotta let him know like
everything.
No, women do too much. You don't feel like that?
No comment.
Comment.
Okay.
Comment, because I'm by myself. No, seriously, do you feel like that?
Yeah.
Women, I feel like women give too much.
Yo, listen, I've been dealing with this girl for 2 years, and I just found out her real name. Because I took her to the dentist today.
But you're intrigued, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like women like damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, you don't need to know, like, but this is the thing, though. Like, I have my friends where I started dating the guy that I'm dating now. And they were like, oh, you know, you need to just relax and let your guard down, da-da-da, blah, blah. And I'm like, y'all, that's why y'all don't got no nigga. Because you're going in head first. Like, you just diving off the fucking goddamn roof. No, like, slow it down a little with these men. Because it's like, you really don't know what you're getting yourself into. Yes, you can enjoy somebody. Yes, you can want to be with somebody. But it's like, sometimes women, we just give our all. And men are just giving like 30%, 40%. And they may tell you they're giving 100%. But that's not the case. Like, a guy could genuinely be giving you 30, 40%. And that may be at your space where you're at right now, because you're used to dealing with bullshit, that may be 100% for you. He only giving you 30, 40, and you giving your whole entire life to him, and it's like, nah, it's only been 2-3 months. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's been 2-3 weeks.
A lot of times. A lot of times. So I keep a cap on like how much I give a person, no matter what it may seem like. No. That's me personally, though. And from experience, I felt like, and just like I said, being a woman, being raised around men, you're not supposed to give that much, that soon, that like you said, what you say, 2-3 weeks? Exactly. It'd be that fast for women, like just all in. No, I like to keep a little to myself.
I like women that make me.
Yeah, you don't want to. Some girls just be, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. It's no.
Yeah, like make it a little hard for me.
Little.
I need that tug. I need that, because if you make it so easy for me, then it's like, well, I didn't have to work for nothing.
How you find out this girl name?
I took her to the dentist today, and they called. She went to the bathroom and they called her name. I was like, there wasn't nobody else in the waiting room. I was like, you talking about the person I was with? Like, yeah. I was like, oh shit, all right, bet. So when she came back, I was like,
what's your name?
I said, what you mean? I got 2 names, and then I was like,
what's your name, little mama? I didn't even know your name.
I said, I've been fucking with you for 2 years and you ain't told me nothing. But she's just like that. Like, she never made it easy for me. Like, it took me, I ain't gonna say, like, I never tried in the beginning. Like, it took me like 1.5 years to have sex with her. But
that's good though. I feel like whether it's 1.5 years or the first night or the first month, like a woman can still make you chase her with just her presence.
Right.
Because simply like sex is like, okay, sex is a serious thing. I'm on a podcast. Let me make sure I voice this. Sex is a very serious thing. However, in our generation, with like what we're being raised around, sex is highly normalized. So it's like some men can have sex with a woman and some women can have sex with a man and it may not be a big deal. But then you further like deepen that bond in different ways. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like different frequency. But I don't know. I just feel like you just gotta know what the fuck you're doing with people in general. People be thinking like, all right, well, I'm gonna meet this person and we're gonna be together.
So
no.
I can say though, like when I be around this certain person, like it ain't just about sex. I do be wanting to fuck her, but like I'll take her out and just drop off at the crib. It ain't really.
You enjoy her energy.
Yeah, it's just that, and like I might say on my page, like I say a lot of this shit, like I ain't chasing no women. Like I say that all the time. Like I don't chase women, meaning that I don't be chasing a lot of women. I don't be just going after women. I be just, you know what I'm saying, focused. But like when I do meet women, I don't want it to be just that easy. Like, okay, just because I'm this person online, you just automatically just open up and give me everything. Like you got to make me work for it, and then that's how I kind of really connect and like you for real. Because if it ain't that, and you just give me the pussy off the rip, then I'm just going to next. Like if it was no pull, no struggle, no nothing.
So you get women easily.
Who don't?
Damn.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I do.
So men just get women easily?
I think so, yeah. I think so. I think niggas get, especially a nigga with a little money and a little status and look good and you can fake it all day too. It's easy. Shit's easy. It depends on the quality of women you want too.
Okay, so high quality women, how easy is it for you to get a high quality woman?
Well, it depends on what is high quality, but easy.
No. You explain to me what you feel like high quality is.
They'll kill me if I say the wrong thing.
No, I'm not.
No, not you, but they will. Well,
yeah, I like how you calculate it because you got me saying whatever. So, yeah. Tell me.
High quality would be women that are not that easy. You want some more?
Sure.
women that are not that easy, it's not all about looks, but high quality would be someone that most men are after. Right?
Okay.
The top 10%, that's high quality.
Okay.
And I guess what else you bring to the table, because it's not looks.
Nah, looks is not enough for sure.
Looks ain't enough. So it's really about what else you have. So that's all I can say.
So you feel like it's easy for you to get a high quality one?
I think so, yeah. Easy.
What about you? Do you feel like makes you the candidate for a high quality woman? I want to know.
What separates me from amongst men?
I feel like you're very, very, very smart. You're very intellectual, but I'm not gonna say what I feel. What do you feel about yourself?
I separate myself amongst men because, yeah, one, I'm smart, intelligent. Then
That's a big one.
I might have a little money, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say I got money, because what is money for real? Like, it's niggas that got millions and millions and billions, and you know.
But you're dating a high quality woman. A millionaire really doesn't matter. But go ahead.
True. Okay. I think that I'm not so accessible.
That's important.
Yeah.
That is highly, and I like that you said that. When you're dating a woman of like substance, or like a woman that's like, she would deem herself to be high quality, you not being accessible is very important, because she don't want to be able to like rub shoulders with like the wrong type of bitches.
And I get that. That's why I kind of like switched it up. Like at first I used to just be fucking, but like so when I used to be a photographer, I never wanted to be one of them niggas that just always tried every model that came around. And then I have a bad stain on my name, like, oh, that nigga should be trying to fuck. Because it's a numbers game. If I tried 10 models, maybe 3 or 4 might fuck, and then the other 6 gonna be talking bad about me, like, girl, he tried to fuck me. Oh, he tried to fuck me.
He's a whore.
Right, and then it's like, okay, when I do finally get with a model, my name is like, well, all these girls done had you. So I understood that early on, like, okay, let me be less accessible if all these women didn't have me, and it's a lot of women that want me. Today's episode is brought to you by Rich and Unemployed Clothing. Listen, have you guys checked out the website? Have you guys copped some merch? You can do so while watching this episode right now. So if you haven't done so, go ahead. It's right there at the bottom. Go ahead, click, go to the website, go ahead and copy some merch. Man, we got these new hoodies in. We got headscarves in. We got hats. We got caps. We got the black and gold Rich and Unemployed cap. So make sure you guys tap in, grab some merch while watching this episode. Because listen, we're giving it to you good. Wait, pause. All right, back to the episode. And a lot of people didn't have me. That raises my stock value.
That's very smart as a man. Most men don't think like that.
You gotta think. But then again,
yeah,
though,
most guys don't think like
women
that.
are still going for these niggas that are
bullshit women. We're talking about high value women. We're not talking about bullshit women.
True. Okay.
We're talking about high value women that have things to offer you. That have things going on for themselves. No, that's not gonna happen. But bullshit hoes, these little young bitches, or like, oh, excuse me.
It's okay.
I'm really on a podcast.
It's okay. You can say whatever you like.
No, thank you. I'm gonna reform myself.
These bitches and hoes. What you saying?
Nah, some hoes just be stupid.
I mean, yeah.
They don't really care. A lot of times, girls are gonna go for looks, for dumb shit, and it's like.
Right. Or the money, or the cars, whatever. That it nigga.
Sometimes girls just go for good looks. They don't even think about like whether he is sustainable or whether he is having like, you know, like he's a successful person. It's not gonna be like that. They're gonna look at it like, okay, is he attractive? And that's it. It's not gonna be like a real serious situation. But you should know that because you've been a photographer and I didn't know that.
So now that I'm in this podcast space and I do come across a lot of women, I want the same effect. Like, I'll befriend someone. Because I make a lot of friends doing this. Like, my network is growing. But I try to keep it, like, surface level. So, like...
I would assume if you used to be a photographer and you're now doing what you're doing now, you don't have girls that are in the industry like that you seriously date. I would not think that you would date a girl in the industry with you being who you are. Most photographers do not, and most like guys that are on podcasts don't. So I wouldn't think that you would date a girl that would like be like super well known. I'm correct, right?
Wait, say that again.
You're not gonna date a girl that's very well known on social media.
Yeah, I would.
You would, but I'm saying that's not what's currently happening for you. You're not dating girls that are like super, super well known. You're dating girls that are like cool, but they're not gonna be like on social media like that. Cause you are a photographer and now you're doing podcasts. And it's like those type of entities clash.
Right.
So I'm assuming the girl you took to do her teeth, she's more a little bit like, she may be a little lit, but not like crazy lit.
She's a stripper.
Huh?
She's a stripper.
You like strippers?
See, what happened was...
I like strippers too.
No, I love strippers.
So just let me know what we're doing.
What happened was...
How the conversation is going, because I love strippers.
I love strippers. Don't get me wrong. What happened was I met her...
So you got a stripper that needs dental work.
She had to get a tooth pulled. What the fuck? Normal people get... Listen, man, hold up. I met the girl on...
I'm talking my shit. She's probably a beautiful person.
Very beautiful. But I met her during the pandemic and there was no work, right? There was no strip club. And I met her on, like, I was buying a table from her. I was like, damn, this girl bad.
As a stripper?
I met her buying a table. And I asked her what she did. She said some other shit.
The strippers be selling tables now?
She was selling a table at her house. What?
What?
Listen, she posted something on, like, offer up, like saying, I'm selling my table, my desk.
Okay. I thought you meant she was hosting the club at her motherfucking house.
No. Oh, you talking about them tables? No.
Yeah,
no,
this one like, yo, what are you talking about? Like,
No,
come on, you gotta
no.
be very specific, babe.
My bad. So I didn't know she was a stripper.
Okay.
And it took me to go to the strip club and I seen her dance and I was like, what the fuck? It's like, I didn't tell you. So normally I don't talk to strippers. I love them. Just don't talk to them.
But this one you took serious.
I just like her.
Would you marry her?
Marry. I just can't say yes.
Oh, we.
I probably would.
Don't cut this out either.
I probably would marry her. Not just because I'm on a podcast, but like she has a lot of...
You love her.
Yeah.
Is she fun? Yeah. What do you feel about like crazy girls versus like
crazy
everyday girls? Not crazy, but I mean like society would deem crazy. Like a stripper for someone would be like
fun.
Wild. Like what do you feel about like genuinely taking like somebody like a stripper serious or Instagram girl serious? Because even Instagram girls, we are a big deal like in certain guys' mind to like. Let me not say certain guys' mind. The guys don't have no problem with it. The women. Sometimes it's a big deal to take like a girl that's on social media serious. What do you feel like made you take your dancer situation serious?
I guess because I got to know her outside of Instagram or the strip
Correct.
club. So if I had this preconceived notion of who she already was, and I kind of wouldn't have went that route with her. But now that I got to know her without that, knowing that, and I got to know her face value.
You like her?
Yeah. Conversation was great. She looked good as hell. Body looked good. She's smart.
So would you marry a stripper?
If I marry her, she ain't gonna be a stripper.
Would you marry somebody that...
Used to be a stripper? Yeah.
Okay.
I went to prison. I did all type of shit. So I can't have nobody judging me, and I can't.
I love that. I'm just trying to see. I like that.
Yeah, like you was an ex-stripper. I don't give a fuck. You just had to use that to get to a certain level in life.
But not now. Is she currently a stripper?
Sometimes, like part-time.
So would you change her life to be like your main situation?
I would advise her. If she don't want to change, I am not changing her. If that's what you choose to do, then I ain't like, stop stripping. I'm like, well, listen, we got this life going on.
But if you genuinely want to be with her, let's say you want to have kids with her, you want her to be your wife, whatever, you're not gonna mess with her, stop.
I might give her like an ultimatum, like, hey, listen, Like, if you with me, like, you wouldn't want to strip no more.
Correct. So obviously she's not fully with you.
We're not fully together. No. We're really good friends.
So y'all not gonna be wearing matching pajamas for Christmas?
Are y'all gonna be wearing matching pajamas?
Hell yeah. I look like I give niggas options.
Damn. Just tell a nigga what it is.
Listen.
Hey, we're wearing pajamas.
Together.
And we're taking pictures.
Me and you.
You ain't posting. That's just for y'all.
Don't post shit unless I tell you to post it.
Damn. You run shit or who?
And I'm capping.
Okay. Cause you sound.
I talk a lot of shit.
Yeah, you talk.
I talk so much shit.
Mm-hmm.
I talk so much shit, but I let my man lead. I'm not gonna like lead for him. Cause I'm not gonna want to be with you if I'm leading everything.
True.
Nah. But yeah, if I'm dating you, we're gonna be in matching pajamas. Like, what are you talking about? But he's gonna want to do that. Any guy I'm with or whatever I'm doing, he's gonna love, like,
yeah.
I'm me. I'm a good person.
I've done that. Like, if you...
And I'm sweet, yeah. Like, you're gonna want to, like, come on now.
Yeah, I can see him doing that. Yeah,
but I'm not forceful, like, oh, Debo, put on the fucking pajamas right now, nigga. Mm-hmm. No, nigga. I'm not gonna force it like that. No. Mm-hmm. Nah, but I've never had a situation where I had to like force a nigga to be like, oh, wear the pajamas with me. Like, but I be hearing where bitches gotta like, women have to kind of like tell their men, I want you to do this or I want you to do that, and it's like, why you don't just leave if you don't want to wear?
You gotta force it.
You gonna wear pajamas if your situation asks you to wear them?
Yeah, I took Christmas pictures. I had a shit.
Ooh.
She got me a whole goddamn green outfit. We had the dogs out there and shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I did.
You're a real one though.
It's my girlfriend.
So this girlfriend is not the same situation we're talking about?
No, it's my ex-girlfriend.
So what happened? You don't keep women?
I do.
What happened?
It just wasn't the right time.
How long? How many years?
6 months.
Huh?
6 months.
Come again?
Yep.
One more time?
6 months.
Oh, we.
But I've known her so long. Like, I've known her like my whole life, almost.
Only 6 months.
We only lasted 6 months because it wasn't the time.
What's not the time, sir?
Time was off.
What? That's true. I mean, I ask you, what's not the time? Because timing is like literally imperative.
I think I had to choose. It was either like her or like my career.
Bitch gotta go. She gotta go. She gotta go.
You know the stigma with women, not you, but women that are perceived this way on Instagram, like that so many niggas want you, and that y'all really don't get in relationships, and y'all going from rapper to rapper.
Ooh, let me clear this up. Since I've been on Instagram, I'm not looking at the camera. Where's the camera?
Your camera right there.
So this.
Yep.
I've had a boyfriend for years. I'm tired. I'm tired of always having a boyfriend. I've literally had a boyfriend for like, since I first started getting lit, I had a nigga.
Oh, so you really ain't been able to get outside?
No. No. Like I'm a huge homebody. And it's like, it would take you to know me to know that. Like if you personally know like Raven, you're gonna know. All right, Raven don't go nowhere. Like, don't ask her to come. She's not gonna come. She's not gonna be out. But it's like, people do not know, like, I've had a nigga, like, for so long. It's so weird when people think, like, oh, she's dated all these rappers or all these athletes. Like, my preference is not athletes, so. I like guys that are kind of like, well-to-do in other ways. If that makes sense.
get it.
Nah, I don't like athletes or rappers. And I feel like that's something that I need to like be clear about. That I feel like people think about me. And that's not the case. Like you could talk to other guys. As women, I feel like women could talk to other. You can talk to a doctor, you can talk to a lawyer, you can talk to a business owner, you can talk to a chef, you can talk to a barber, you can talk to so many other guys. And it's like women see girls online and they automatically think that they're with like guys that they may not be with.
You had this publicized relationship.
What publicized?
I don't know. This is what Google said. I don't know. Listen, hold on. We didn't say no name. Hear me out.
I ain't never had a publicized relationship. Let's clear it up.
I mean, what was it then?
Let's go ahead and swap it out.
From Google?
No.
We ain't gonna say no name, but what happened? What was it?
That wasn't the situation. And that just wasn't the situation. I don't know what else to say about it.
You said it ruined your life.
What? Who said that?
Almost ruined your life. What? People want to know.
You're gonna keep looking at the camera? I had a boyfriend, or I had a okay, so I had a boyfriend at the time that was being very disrespectful to me, and he was cheating really bad, and I had to do a video. So when I had to do this video,
what you mean video? Music video or what?
I had to do a music video at the time, and they were paying a lot of money. And so when I had to do the music video, I think like he thought like, all right, well, my bitch is my bitch, whatever. Shit will be cool. And it just worked out like in a different fashion.
I don't get it.
Okay, so my ex at the time was cheating. And he was doing things he didn't need to be doing. And so when I did the video, I met somebody at the video shoot, and that person was doing things that he needed to do. Add the math up.
I'm trying.
Okay, add it up.
I'm trying to get the math right. You had a boyfriend.
So I had a boyfriend.
Went to a music video.
He cheated, and then he became an ex.
So he was your ex-boyfriend?
Yeah, we weren't together at the time.
Went to a music video shoot.
Correct.
Met someone else.
Yes.
And he was doing what?
He paid off my college tuition.
This is the Google?
No, it's not the fucking Google.
Google was X. Which one is Google?
My ex is Googleable, and the person that we're talking about is Googleable. So you apply whatever you want to apply to whatever you want to apply.
All right.
So my ex at the time, before I agreed to do the video shoot.
Was he light-skinned?
No, dark-skinned.
Okay, all right.
An animal. Cheating. Being so mean to me. So he was cheating. And I was like, yo, you need to stop doing this. You play basketball or whatever. And I was like, you're disrespecting me. That I'm tired of this, blah, blah. Normal female shit we do. Yell at a nigga. And it just so happened that, shout out to Director X, because he asked me to do the video.
And that's when you met the new guy and he paid off your tuition. You probably said that in a rap song.
No. Oh. No, he did not.
He said
and it was not that guy. Stop trying to add the math up.
You told me to math it. You told me to math this up. I'm so confused.
Anyways, be confused.
Okay, fuck all that. How was the one guy being disrespectful? Just because he was cheating or what?
Yeah, he was cheating on me multiple times. He was cheating. He's cheating. And I feel like when men cheat on their girls and they don't know like what they have, they cheat and they're like, all right, whatever. But then it's like if you're cheating on your girl with a certain type of like situation, it's not gonna be the best thing, you know? Mm-hmm. Other guys are gonna see her, she's pretty. I don't know.
Do you feel like all men cheat?
That's a trick question.
Just answer how you see fit.
Do you feel like all men cheat?
Well, answer a question with a question.
But I'm genuinely asking you because I feel like you're way more versed than I would be. Like I feel like you have, no lie, outside of this podcast, I feel like you have way more knowledge about that. Do you feel like all men cheat? Seriously?
No.
You don't think that?
Most men cheat.
Okay, but which ones do you think don't?
Some niggas that just got discipline. Some niggas that they gotta really be strong-minded.
Mm-hmm.
They have to be afraid to lose the women that they're with. Those are the type of men that don't cheat. Men, okay, and then there's some men that don't get women. You know, some men that are timid, so like they're not even comfortable with women. So like they're not even used to getting women. So why would I even cheat and lose the one that I got? So it's different scenarios, but not all men cheat. But I would say a majority of men have the ability to cheat.
Why?
I think it was just wired like that.
Do you feel like monogamy is not normal?
Monogamy is a normal thing. I think both of them are normal. I think polygamy
so why do you
is a
feel
lost
like
cause.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I think just how society portrays it, how it has a negative stigma towards polygamy.
Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
Polygamy? I think it's a good thing because you chose to live your life this way. And if you're doing it, it's a right and a wrong way to do it. Like if you just got a bunch of women and you just fucking them over and you just lying about it and you just having multiple women, having sex with them and none of them know about each other, like that's
So would you ever be polygamous?
Yeah, I would be. And I would be monogamous. I'm doing whatever makes me happy.
So what makes you happy?
Being able to be me. Being able to be free. Me being able to freely express myself exactly how I want to. Like if I like you and I might like someone else, I want to be able to tell you that without, well, if you feel some type of way, then...
So do you have different seasons and like how you feel?
No, it's just different people. Because if I find someone that gives me everything that I need, then I'm not gonna have to step outside of that. But then if I find, like, let's say we all in, we good, and I like you, and I finally meet someone that has some things that you don't do, or have a different mindset, then why can't I like this person? Why can't I have a relationship with this person and not taking anything away from you? Not saying that I love you less.
Dangerous person, you guys.
No, but it's honesty. Because let's just say
you're being real.
If a man came on here and said, well, nah, I'm not going to look at nobody else, I'm not going to love nobody else, then you're forcing yourself. And are you really, truly happy? Really? You could be, but you could be not. I know me. I want to be happy. If I think like, if I meet someone and I feel like they an addition to my life, then why not like this person? And I'm still going to treat you the same way. I think men are just wired like that. And it's men just kind of force themselves to...
You guys are wired like that. Y'all are wired different than us.
We are.
For sure. That's a fact. Like, men, I feel like y'all can kind of like maneuver through different things like, in a different fashion. Mm-hmm. Especially when it comes down to like sex. Women are not going to look at sex the way y'all look at sex.
How do y'all look at sex?
Emotional. No matter what we say, it's going to be emotional. Mm-hmm. Like women lie. Be like, oh, it's not this, it's not that. But it's like, that's why it be so much drama, because we're emotional. Not being honest. Like, you got to be honest. My personal opinion, I feel like, be honest. Like, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. It's okay.
It is okay.
Yeah, that's just how I feel. If you're not happy with something, you should say, like, yo, I'm not happy with this, I'm not happy with that. Or whatever the case may be, but we're not gonna say that because we don't want to like offend.
Right.
Well, I will, but a lot of women are not going to.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna lie and act like they're cool with shit that they're not cool with. Have threesomes, they don't want to have threesomes. Like, you know what I'm saying.
No, I get what you're saying.
I know you do. Because you know what I'm saying. Like, women will just do whatever just to be, like, around a guy or to deal with that person. Nah, I'm not doing that.
You're not doing that?
Hell no.
Why? Because you know your value? You know you're that bitch? You know niggas want you?
Values. Like, I know who the fuck I am. And it's not what I want to do. Like, if I genuinely wanted to, like, have... Okay, so my thing with women on women, for me, if I really like you, I'm going to deal with a woman alone. I'm not going to deal with the woman with my nigga. Because there are two different things. So I feel like women that be like having like threesomes and shit like that for guys are like, it's not bad, but it's just like I would never do that. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do with a woman because that's what I want to, not because that's what like as a guy is telling me that he wants to do. No, like I'm not gonna shift my energy for like whatever guy I'm dealing with. No.
So you're not trying to please your man? No, let me not say that.
You're crafty. Not you just say you're not trying to please your man.
I mean, because at the end of the day, that's kind of what it is. If you're not, if you want to,
no, I'm not. I'm pleasing my motherfucking self
first.
Always. I'm not pleasing you. I'm the prize. I'm not pleasing you and give you a whole nother woman. No. What? Or, like, are you insane? Go find a polygamous bitch. Don't come to me. You want to have a woman, okay, right? Men want to have. Yeah. Men want to have two women and have both of the women faithful. This is my thing. Find bitches that will do that. Find women. Find women that will do that. A lot of women are not going for that. Don't try to fucking coerce your bitch into having a fucking goddamn polygamous relationship. That's where niggas fuck up at. And I feel like that's what happens a lot. Men will get a threesome and think that their bitch wants to be polygamous. No, sir. She's trying to please you in that moment, which I feel like is stupid. That's my personal opinion. But this is what I see. I see women giving their boyfriends a threesome, right? Then the nigga's like, oh, I want to have this bitch. I want to have that bitch. Bitch, you already opened up the door. Like, now, that's on you. Whether or not that's the lifestyle you want to live, you don't already open it up for your man. And men are not, they're not, I want to give men a lot of the benefit of the doubt. But men are not the most fucking logical people. So as soon as you give that first threesome up, it's out the door, bitch. Like, you done already gave it up.
Right.
So now when your man wants to have multiple women in the household and you sit up here looking crazy like, well, I just wanted to do it one time, you already opened up that door. That's why I would never. My nigga, me and my man, my boyfriend, my husband, whatever the situation may be, we're never having a threesome. We're never having a fucking goddamn polygamous. No, you wanna do that, leave me the fuck alone. Cause if you bring a bitch in the bedroom, she's getting beat up. I'm not doing it. Leave it where it's at. I feel like that's logical. Because men don't know how to separate a fine line with, okay, we're not bringing this home. This energy's not coming with us. Leave it where it's at. I've seen too many situations where they don't leave the threesome where it's at. It comes back. It's problems. So, like, no. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in, like, the polygamy and all that. I don't. Mm-hmm. That's not for me. I don't believe in, like, the threesomes with the boyfriends, the girlfriends. What do you think?
When it comes to threesomes...
And you know I haven't watched your podcast, so you tell me what you think. I felt like you agree with all that shit.
Agree with what?
Threesomes, polygamy.
I never had a threesome.
What? Mm-mm. You never had a threesome with 2 women?
Every time that I've tried, it never worked out, and then I meet a lot of women that don't want to share me. Women like you.
Excuse me? Yeah, because if you're... Okay, so listen. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. What men fail to realize is, like, if you're doing everything right and you're a good person, mm-hmm. your girl is in love with you, she fucks with your energy, and she, like, loves how you treat her.
Right.
Who wants to share... Do you want to share your girl's vagina with another man? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. So if your girl is, like, making sure you're good, treating you good, cooking, cleaning for you, do you want to share her pussy with another man?
No.
Exactly. So as a woman, if a guy is doing everything we need them to do, and I would assume you're doing those things, why would she want to let somebody else have your penis? Don't do a deep sigh.
Do you run this or do I?
You run this.
So if I run this, not saying that you have no power, but if I'm the one in control, and you want to satisfy me, and these are the things that satisfy me, why not be open to doing what I ask?
Okay, so I feel like whatever satisfies you needs to come out prior to you getting into the relationship.
I mean, it might be new things that just pop up, like...
No. Because it's a problem. Because what if me as a woman, I want to fuck on multiple men?
You shouldn't be in a relationship.
You shouldn't be in a relationship. If you want to switch up what you're doing, sir.
Let me say this.
You should not be in a relationship.
Let me say this.
You gonna look at me and say, I shouldn't be.
No, let me say this.
You the one that switched it up fast.
Let me say this. Because there are men, there are women out there, there are men out there that are open to it. There are men out there that do it.
Okay, so you're not one of those men.
No.
Okay, so why does your woman have to be one of those women?
I don't even force my women to have a threesome.
But I feel like you like one.
Who wouldn't? I mean, every woman that I came across, man, they just not... I know I had a few women but majority of them, they like, nah, I'm not.
They don't want to share you.
No, they don't want a woman to experience what they experience because they know that this woman ain't gonna go nowhere where, like, I might be attracted to that woman. I might go fuck them behind their back, or I don't know.
So you have a good sex?
I don't know.
That means you do. If you're saying you don't know, that means that you do.
I guess.
So, if you're giving a woman good sex, why would she want to share your penis with another woman? Do you want to share good pussy with another man? It's very simple. Yes or no. Yes or no.
No. You know the answer to that question.
Okay, then. So why would a woman want to share good dick with another woman? Why?
She wouldn't want to share a regular dick or a bad dick. It don't matter.
We're not talking about the other woman. We're talking about your woman specifically. You're talking about different women. I'm talking about your woman. If you're dating a woman and you're giving her, like, good, consistent sex, mm-hmm. she's not going to want to share that with other people.
I wouldn't want her to. If she didn't want to, then
So what's the issue?
She might not be the woman for me. Okay. I'm not speaking me in general. I'm just talking about in general. You should be a fucking podcaster, goddammit. You fucking tough ass questions.
Cause he's capping.
What I'm capping about?
You're capping. You know good and well if a girl has gut pussy, you don't want to share her pussy with nobody.
If she's my bitch,
it don't matter. So if a girl is looking at you, whether she's your bitch or not, she's gonna know what type of dick you're giving her. Us as women, we're insane. Look at me. Are you looking at me?
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah, I'm saying.
When the penis is good, we don't hear nothing else. Mm-hmm. We're locked in, cued in.
When the pussy's good, we ain't locked in. We're not.
That's on you, and that's fine. That is a part of you being a masculine male. That is a part of you being a male human being. That's cool. But as a woman, you're asking me my opinion, and I'm telling you, that's not logical. If a woman likes you, and she genuinely likes you, or I'm talking about somebody that likes you, that wants to deal with you, and you're giving out good penis, she's not gonna be lucky she's not going to jail.
Jail for what?
I've heard about threesomes that result in fights.
At the end, while it's happening?
2 of them. Like, it could get like that. Because the woman thinks that she's ready until she sees, like, and this is serious topic, guys. The woman thinks that she's ready for the threesome and she's not. And then when the threesome is happening and it's happening with somebody that you genuinely fuck with or you genuinely love, things go left. Like, and it's like a joke, but it's a serious thing. Like, things could really go wrong. Mm-hmm. I don't play like that. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't do it.
Have you ever had a threesome?
Me?
Nah, the one behind you. Yes, you.
Have you ever had a threesome?
You, Ravie.
Oh, me.
Yes.
No.
You took too long to answer it.
I have.
Was it with your boyfriend?
No.
Right.
Never. Never with my boyfriend. It was actually with a girl that I genuinely
Was
liked.
it a Googleable guy?
Excuse me?
Googleable. Him? It's yes or no.
You yes or no?
Yes or no what?
Stop it. No, it wasn't. It was actually with a. Well, no, I haven't.
Having what?
Had a threesome.
You just said yeah.
Yes, but there's never like intercourse.
Just oral.
I'm pretty boring when it comes down to like those kind of things. So it's like the person brought me and the girl together, and we already like genuinely had like an interest in each other, and we just kind of left the person behind.
Was he there?
He was there, but we locked him out the room.
How was it a threesome?
He brought it together.
Just because he connected y'all? Yeah, I locked him out the room.
Yeah.
How the fuck y'all up?
You would have been mad at us?
What? I mean, it depends. Maybe, yeah.
You would have been mad. I can look at your eyes and tell you would have been mad. You're a sexual person.
How you know?
That I could look at you. I could look at you, your energy, your aura, the way you talk, the way you speak, the way you sit, the way you hold your cup, the way you look at me. You're a sexual person. That's not a bad thing. That does not mean that you want to have sex with me right now on the couch. That just means you're a sexual person. You have sexual energy. And I could recognize that and not think that it's directed towards me. I feel like you're sexual in general. Like you just have that energy. You have like a sex energy, like you like somebody you like want to like. You're Leo, right? Exactly. So you understand me, right? Am I saying something wrong?
That's the way I hold my cup.
Exactly.
What I said.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So no, it's not a bad thing. And then I felt like I understand like sexual energy. Sexual energy doesn't always have to be like directed towards a certain person. It can be. But I'm gonna be modest and say maybe it's not towards me.
Be modest.
Okay. I'm gonna be modest.
Mm-hmm. How old are you? Do you tell your age?
Yes.
How old are you?
29.
29.
How old are you?
33.
33.
How was your boyfriend?
My boyfriend?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're going straight in for that.
I mean, they know.
I think he's like 28.
Think?
20. Excuse me?
You say you think?
Oh, you're trying to be funny. See, look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Trying to create doubt.
No. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
How long have you been together?
Are we doing this right now?
It's a question.
Is this a question for the podcast or for you?
Podcast.
Long enough.
Fuck, it's long enough. Long enough to get married?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. He's very traditional, and so am I.
When you say traditional, what that mean?
Traditional means like if I'm sure about you and you're sure about me and our parents are sure about us, then we can do it.
Are you American?
Am I American?
Mm-hmm.
Do I look American?
No.
What about me doesn't look American?
Mm-hmm. It's a few things.
What few things?
It's like just the way you talk, like there's something. Are you? Yes or no?
I'm not.
What are you?
My dad's from the Bahamas and my mom's American. That's American.
Okay, yeah, but
Yeah, that's American.
it is, but like both my parents from Haiti, but I was born here.
Okay.
But am I American?
No.
Right.
I wouldn't consider you American, cause your standards and like your core values aren't gonna be American. Mm-hmm. They're gonna be like different things.
What language your dad speak?
My dad?
Yeah. Creole?
No. What would be Muslim, like Islamic?
He's Islamic?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Very interesting. My dad doesn't approve of what I'm doing right now.
What do you do?
Social media, things like that.
You seen it?
He doesn't have a choice.
Why you don't?
I mean, because he's seen it, babe. Like, what do you mean?
You say he don't have a choice. Like, he's on social media, too?
No, but, like, when you have a daughter that's on social media that's at the situation I'm at, like, it's going to see.
Right.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You're a funny person.
How so?
And you know how so. You're crafty, I told you.
It's the wine.
You always have wine. You always have your wine. The wine is gonna make you no different.
What is the what would you say like the biggest issue or the biggest problem of being who you are online?
On social media?
Yeah.
Because people genuinely don't like understand like who I really am as a person. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's like the biggest problem. Like people see me online and they think like
They just judge you.
Yeah, but it's not a problem. I feel like it's like that's what I signed up for. But it's like they just genuinely don't really know me as a person. So it's like when somebody comes around me or they're like in my energy, like they may not know like how I am about certain stuff and they're going to be looking at me weird because it's like we're just not going to be aligning. Because you're trying to align with Ravie Loso or whatever you see me as online, and that's not really like that. That's really not who I am. So it's like that's really, I feel like, the only thing. Like, people just don't take time out, which is understandable, because it's like, and I actively know what I'm putting forward in order for me to gain back. But it's like, I have a business, so I don't have to do those things. But that's it. Like, outside of like those things, like people thinking like a certain thing or thinking whatever.
Do you think women want to be you?
Be me.
Live the life you live and be that person on IG, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I definitely think so. Yeah, I do. But yeah, I do.
Do you think you're a good role model?
Role model? Role model, like, speak. What kind of role model?
Role model as in, do you set a good example for the people that like are trying to walk in your footsteps?
To be honest, no.
Why not?
No. I don't think I set a bad example, but I don't think I would set like a perfect example. I'm Raven. I'm not nobody else but me.
You ain't trying to be
No, I'm not trying to be a role model. I'm not trying to be nobody else but who Raven is. I didn't walk into my life trying to be a role model. Like, that's not what I came in on social media or on anything trying to do. Like, no. That's ridiculous in my opinion. Like, I'm a whole different type of person. So if somebody's looking at me trying to be a role model, I don't think I'm the worst person. I don't think I'm the best person. I don't think I would be like, I just don't look at myself in that retrospect. And that could also be because I'm very humble. But no, I don't look at things like that. I look at things like, are you being realistic? What do you want out of life? And I feel like what I've wanted out of life and what I'm doing right now with myself is amazing for me. I'm very happy. I'm very content. I'm very, like, okay with myself. Like, I have a business. It's very successful. I make over 100K a month. So it's like, yeah, that's good for me. But that's for Raven. That's not for, like, I don't know. That's not for, like, other people. Like, I don't look at Raven being like, different things for, like, outside. I'm very self-absorbed when it comes down to, like, what makes me happy, because being on social media is very hard. And I feel like people don't understand that. Like, being online is, like, not the easiest thing. I feel like people look at us and they look at it like, okay, well, she's just on social media, whatever. But it's like, no. That can come with a lot. So me being whole within myself and me knowing, like, what I'm doing is, like, perfect for me, I don't care about other people or, like, being, like, a quote-unquote role model. No, I don't care about that. That's not my lane. That's not for me. I'll leave that to, like, Serena Williams and shit.
Serena.
Yeah, I'll leave that to her. It's not for me, and I'm okay with that. Like, no, that's not. I'm doing what's best for me and myself and what makes me happy. Maybe I can talk to women that want to be happy within themselves. That would be a better, like, avenue or a better lane for me, but, like, not for me being a role model to kids and all that. Nah, because I'm not conventional. So you're not going to look at your daughter and be like, oh, I want her to be an Instagram model. You never know what she's going to become. She may be a very successful model that turns into a whole business entrepreneur. You don't know. However, I feel like I don't put myself in, like, a lane like I want to be a role model. No, I don't want to be nobody's role model. I want to be Raven's role model. I want to be whatever makes Raven happy, whatever makes Raven whole. Whatever feeds me, makes me happy, makes me feel good, like, makes me want to get up and do this, that, and the third. I don't live for nobody else but me and my family. That's it. I don't think about other people when it comes down like role model stuff. I don't even like let it even.
Great answer.
What about you? You want to be a role model?
I think, yeah, I am. I am a role model.
For what exactly? But you are amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are. You're very good at like, I feel like you probably know, but subconsciously, like in my brain, like you're a role model for like women, like being treated well. In my mind, like when I think about you, I think about like a real ass nigga, and I don't want to call you a nigga, but that's what I think about. Like I think about you being like a solid black man that's like not scared to say like, hey, this is how you should treat black women. This is how you should like da 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 da. And I like that shit. Like I feel like it's dope.
I just try to give people the truth. Like, I don't try to sugarcoat shit. Like, it is what it is. And I feel like a lot of niggas, they don't have, like, direction. They lost. And if they could learn anything from me, you know.
So how are you so aware? You have your dad's present?
Not really.
So how do you know?
When I what?
How do you know, like, how, like... Because I feel like you have, like, a divine, like, just knowing of, like, how... Like, as a woman... I can like see your show and I can look at you and I can know like, okay, what he's saying is how I want to be treated, right? Mm-hmm. Where do you get that from?
Experience.
But a lot of men experience that and they like kind of like leave it to the wayside. What makes you take that experience and pick it up and take it on with you? Do you have a daughter? Do you have like, you just paid attention to it and you was like, all right, you know what? I want to do better. Like, what about you made you want to do that?
I mean, I'm not perfect. I can't say that. But I'm just aware. Like, I care about women. I'm just not, like, against women. Mm-hmm. And I could talk hella shit, but I'm still for women. I don't got to be in a relationship. I don't got to be, like, into fucking monogamy to be this way. Like, you just got to treat people as a human being. And people that have other platforms, they teach guys like to be this tough, masculine thing. And it's like masculine not being mean.
And then they want us to be super feminine.
Right. How can you be masculine and forget about the other side of the energy? It's yin and yang. It wouldn't be any masculine if it wasn't any feminine.
And you're not married?
No.
Because you don't want to be.
Not that I want to be. I will be.
You will. When it's right, when the right timing is for you.
I'm not gonna get married just because society think, oh, I'm 33 and nigga, you need to be married. I'm not getting married because of that.
33 for a minute, old child.
Hell no. I'm in my prime right now.
Exactly. Baby 33 and he said, you outside with everybody.
Outside.
You are.
I'm only outside because I gotta be. That's what I gotta do.
Well, you gotta talk to your little dancer girlfriend.
You make $100,000 a month over, right?
Yeah, on a good month.
What if your man didn't make nowhere close as you?
I don't necessarily need that.
What do you need?
I need like stable energy, like a man that knows how to lead. A man that is a not necessarily a provider, but just like a thinker.
How can he lead and provide though? I'm not saying that he can't. I just want you to explain to me.
I feel like a man can lead and provide without money. It does not always necessarily be money. A man can have certain ideas. He can be innovative. He can know, okay, hey, maybe you should place your money into this. Maybe you should place your money into that. Sometimes women look at certain girls and they look at us and they see all these millionaires that we're dealing with. But sometimes there's guys that may not be multimillionaires, but they may have an idea and they just haven't brought it into fruition yet. And that does not mean that he's an ignorant guy or a guy that is not like of substance. It just means that it has not been fulfilled yet. And it could be due to fucking background, due to parenting, due to different things. But it's like, as women, we be so quick to shut them out. And it's like, just sometimes I feel like you could just listen. Even though it's coming from me, I feel like there'll be certain guys where I know, like, all right, you may not have it right now, but in about 4 or 5 years, with the way that you think and your fucking goddamn, I really feel like your patterns are important. Your patterns, what you take serious, things like that are very important. But sometimes it's not always necessarily like a guy being a millionaire. Like, some guys really have a fucking good ass idea and we don't take it serious. But then he may get with the next girl and she may take it serious, and then now boom, she's a millionaire from her company. And I see a lot of times girls be like that, where the man may not necessarily be the breadwinner, but the girl has a vision, or the guy has a vision. The girl may not be the breadwinner. Sometimes it's like yin and yang. And as people with our society, and I feel like, well, what we're taught is like, oh, if a guy doesn't have this, if a girl doesn't have that, but it's like, no, sometimes we're brought forward to people to add value to them in different ways. Like, this may be your minus, you may be their equal. And then when you come together, you guys may become 100 because you guys are coming together and you guys are sharing ideas, or you guys are like blending certain things together. And it's like, us being in our generation, we don't be looking at shit like that no more. We want a nigga to come in 110, 20 fucking million, 1,000%, $50 million in. And it's like, bitch, come on now. You only got $14 in your bank account.
$14.
Maybe not even 12. But I'm being serious. Like, women want a man to come in 1,000%, and it's like, you're not necessarily being logical about life. No matter what happens, as women, as men, life is life. Like, you could be doing good, you could be doing bad at 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. The life can give you highs, it can give you lows. And I feel like us as women, we look at men like they're supposed to be like, and men are supposed to be providers. I don't want to put out the atmosphere that men are providers. They are. But what I'm saying is, as Americans, me being an American woman, sometimes African American men are dealt a different card. So it's like, be a little bit patient. Like, you never know who you're getting. And then we'll see a guy that a woman may feel like, oh, he's fine as hell, and he's with this girl and she don't look like this, she don't look like that. But it's like, yo, she rode out with him. She made sure like she was there for the good times, the bad times, the hard times, whatever. And it's like, you know, we look at it like a guy is supposed to come in with all this money all the time, but it's like, as humans, as people, we start out at certain playing fields, the both of us, men and women. So I feel like, as women, at times, in my personal experience, from me looking at things from the outside in, we're not as patient as we could be with guys that end up actually doing well for themselves. I'm not talking about with bums. I'm talking about with guys that actually end up like being okay and being with like a woman that like kind of like nurtured that like that creative energy or that time. I feel like sometimes we kind of like surpass that. Not saying that we should wait on it, but I'm saying like as African American women, with us being dealt the cards that we're dealt, sometimes we can give our men a little bit more grace. I'm making in trouble for that. But just like, what do you think about what I'm saying?
I think it's true. I think it's accurate. The only thing is,
I'm not saying with every situation.
no, everything.
I'm saying with like guys where you know they've gone to school, they've done the work, they're trying to find a job, they're trying to figure out what the fuck they need to do. I'm not saying with the bums. I'm not saying with guys that are like, you know, outside and doing this, that, and the third, and you trying to act like you doing this and you're not doing that. I'm saying with guys that like genuinely tried to make it. Mm-hmm. I see a lot of women say like, oh, well, he's dating this type of girl, he's dating that type of girl, but it's like, she saw the potential. Maybe you didn't see the potential. And it's the same way with guys with women.
Well, the thing is with guys, like, when women see potential in guys, they would wait it out or stand by a guy. But when he actually comes up, like, is he really going to be there? Is he going to stay with you? After you didn't hold me down, am I going to reciprocate the energy?
Yeah, I feel like that's the biggest problem with guys. And I don't have a podcast, so I feel like you would know better than me.
And women do it, like, women see it all the time. Women been through it, so it's like, man, I'm not holding no nigga down. I ain't finna weather the storm with this nigga, for this nigga to use me up and then get another bitch after you get all the money.
But that could be the male mentality. And that could also be something that I'm not being exposed to. I have not been exposed. I have to be honest. There's certain things where I feel like some of my friends have went through that I have not. Like, I have not experienced.
But you can use their experiences and make a judgment off that. Well, my homegirl went through that.
Not necessarily. Because if I feel like I'm giving a different type of energy towards a man than what you are, potentially he might hold me down. Maybe he might not hold you down. Different women bring out different things of men. And I'm not saying I'm a specific or special type of person. She could be special and specific to a man. And maybe it's not me. But what I'm saying is, I feel like different women bring out different things. However, if that's the running joke for like American men or black men or whatever the case may be, then I have to accept that. I don't know, because I have not really dealt with that many guys that are like in college. I just know like the guys that I have known that I'm not dealing with like sexually. I just feel like sometimes women are like, nah, I'm not waiting on you. But it would make sense why they wouldn't. From what you're saying, like, if guys are not holding down women and they're not doing what they need to do, why would I hold you down and I know you're going to leave? So, that could be true. I could see why a woman would be like, nah, bye. What do you think?
I think I should just take a chance.
Take a chance at what?
Holding a nigga down. Because you'll feel like you wasted all this time with this nigga, but did you really waste time? You really gained experience. You're going to waste time with another nigga. You're going to be in a relationship and y'all going to break up anyway. Not saying that has to be it, but you just experience life with a person and you gain something from it. I feel like anybody that helped me in life, like I owe them something. Like if you help me get somewhere, like I'm always gonna like, not forever, not every day, but in the back of my mind, like I'll never forget what you've done for me. You're forever my friend.
You're a tricky person though.
What the fuck? Why you say that? Why you say that?
Because you are. What are you wearing?
Smell?
You know.
I got a couple fragrances. Smell that.
I can smell it.
It's two different ones.
But you smell amazing, so I can smell it.
It's part of psychology.